I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Batman issue number 44. As the big day draws closer and closer for the Dark Knight and Catwoman, they'll need to get everything in order. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Okay then, so as we join the comic, Selina sneaks out of bed without waking up Bruce. Yeah, the world's greatest detective is apparently also one of the world's heaviest sleepers as well. Where could she possibly be going at this hour without informing her significant other? Well, it seems that she's planned another great heist. What could it possibly be for? Diamonds, jewels, expensive works of art? Nah, she's stealing a wedding dress. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably wondering why on earth would Catwoman want to steal a wedding dress? Her to-be husband is absolutely loaded. Surely he would spare no expense getting her the finest dress she wanted. Could this possibly be the writer trying to have some sort of commentary on Selina Kyle's own kleptomania and how that keeps her from having a meaningful relationship? Nope, never comes up once. What does come up, though, is Catwoman stripping all her clothes down to her underwear, writhing around on the ground like she's really enjoying what she's doing right now. I do believe that move is called, in the world of professional thievery, a five-finger discount. Now, you're probably asking yourself, this can't possibly be the whole issue, right? That would be ridiculous. Well, there is a little more to it. While she tries on a bunch of the different dresses, she also has a number of flashbacks. Flashbacks to old continuities that may or may not exist anymore. Again, Tom King's been playing with this since issue 1. Did they meet on the street, Batman and Catwoman, or did they meet on a boat? Did they always love each other, or was there times when they hated each other and were more hardened enemies? Were there times when they thought they were going to finally fall in love but had to give it all up for the greater good? Were there silly Silver Age times where they got into wacky shenanigans and wore even more ridiculous and out there costumes? Yes, but also maybe no. Eventually, though, after breaking into the wedding dress factory's mini fridge, I mean, hey, you're already doing a B&E, you might as well help yourself to a little snack while you're out. Catwoman eventually finds the dress that she knows is the one. And oh, it's not one of those corporate white dresses you see in the fairy tale weddings. No, this one is black and cool because Selina is so interesting and so outside the box. It's black, which is so different and so unique. Take that, conformity. Well, I know, it's nice to know Selina has the fashion sense of a 13-year-old goth girl. Now, does Catwoman get in trouble for stealing? Does she get reprimanded at all? No, quite the opposite. In one of the most out-of-character Alfred moments of all time, he basically gives her a thumbs up when he sees her sneak back into the mansion in the morning and put the dress in the closet. So remember, everyone, stealing is wrong except for when you're about to marry Batman, and only if you're stealing something you don't actually need. Now, later that night, when Catwoman take to the streets, Selina opens up to Bruce about all those crazy adventures she remembered, if they were memories, and how no matter at what point in time they were at, no matter what point in their lives they were at, they still just work together because their relationship is ultimately the dress that fit. Oh, yeah, and also their lives might very well be rebooted every 5 to 10 years, but Batman doesn't like to think about that. He just likes to think about the changes in costumes. So yeah, that was Batman number 44, everybody, and overall I left this issue asking one question, and that is why? What was the point of any of this? It really does feel like Tom King thought he was the first one to ever realize, man, superheroes wear a lot of different costumes in their career, don't they? I should write a whole story solely about that, show off all the different costumes from over the years. Oh, but you know what, I don't have a point or a summation to all of this. I'll just do it anyway. I think the saddest part is that you could see how this could turn into a compelling story. Maybe Batman knows that she's been stealing. Maybe Batman catches her and confronts her, and we find out that, you know, Selina really has a problem and this isn't gonna just go away because the two are getting married. Also, why do we keep dredging up the weird discontinuity about Batman and Catwoman's first meeting if we're not actually gonna do anything about it? I mean, usually when a Jeff Johns or a Grant Morrison goes out of their way to say something like, oh, it's all in continuity, man, it's usually to some sort of end. They're usually trying to make a point. Here it just leads to a whole lot of nothing. I will, however, say getting to revisit these classic Batman and Catwoman looks from the past was cool from an artistic point of view, but that's really all I can say. Overall, I'd give this issue a 4 out of 10. It just left me feeling so confused at the end of the day. So that was Batman number 44, everyone. everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on social media at CapeJoel, so you always know what I'm doing next. And hey, if you really like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please check out my Patreon link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. And until next time, everyone, this has been CapeJoel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.